Every sci-fi blockbuster has that one incredible stealth fighter that seems too good to be true. Well, in the real world, the YF-23 Black Widow 2 was exactly that. Imagine a plane so advanced that it felt like it flew straight out of a futuristic movie set. But the YF-23 slipped into the shadows, leaving many wondering about its true potential. So, what makes it so special? Buckle up as we uncover the secrets and untold stories of the YF-23. To understand the story of the YF-23, we need to travel back to the 1980s. During this time, the Cold War was at its peak, and the United States was in a relentless race to maintain air superiority over its adversaries. The U.S. Air Force recognized the need for a new generation of fighter jets that could dominate the skies with unmatched stealth, speed, and agility. This led to the inception of the Advanced Tactical Fighter (ATF) program. The ATF program aimed to develop a new fighter aircraft that would replace the aging fleet of F-15 Eagles and F-16 Fighting Falcons. The requirements were ambitious. The aircraft needed to be virtually invisible to enemy radar, achieve supercruise sustained supersonic flight without afterburners, and possess unparalleled maneuverability. Two aerospace giants stepped up to the challenge: Northrop with their YF-23 Black Widow 2 and Lockheed with their YF-22, which would later become the F-22 Raptor. These two contenders were poised to showcase their cutting-edge designs and technologies in a head-to-head competition. Northrop's YF-23 was a marvel of engineering. It featured a sleek diamond-shaped wing design and a blended body that minimized radar cross-section. The aircraft was powered by advanced engines that allowed it to reach incredible speeds while maintaining stealth. The YF-23 also boasted innovative materials and construction techniques that reduced its weight and enhanced its performance. On the other hand, Lockheed's YF-22 had its own unique design features, including thrust vectoring nozzles for enhanced maneuverability and a more traditional tail configuration. The stage was set for an epic battle of technology and innovation. As the ATF program progressed, both companies worked tirelessly to meet the stringent requirements set by the Air Force. They conducted extensive research, wind tunnel tests, and simulations to refine their designs. Prototypes were built, and rigorous testing began to evaluate their performance in various scenarios. The YF-23 and YF-22 represented the pinnacle of aerospace technology in the late 20th century. The competition between Northrop and Lockheed was fierce, and the stakes were incredibly high. The outcome of this contest would shape the future of air combat for decades to come. But what happened next? How did the YF-23 perform in the trials, and why was it ultimately not chosen by the U.S. Air Force? The YF-23 was designed with a clear focus on stealth and high-speed performance. Its unique diamond-shaped wing configuration was not just for show. This design, combined with its blended body, was aimed at minimizing radar cross-section and effectively reducing its radar signature, making it less detectable to enemy radar systems compared to its competitors. One of the YF-23's most notable features was its use of advanced composite materials. These materials were selected for their lightweight and radar-absorbing properties, which played a critical role in its stealth capabilities. The YF-23 was also powered by two Pratt & Whitney F-119 engines, which were capable of thrust vectoring. This provided the aircraft with exceptional speed and maneuverability. The engines allowed the YF-23 to achieve supercruise, meaning it could fly at supersonic speeds without relying on afterburners. This capability was a significant advantage in terms of fuel efficiency and maintaining stealth. In terms of performance, the YF-23 was designed to reach speeds of around Mach 2.2. Its aerodynamic design, coupled with advanced avionics, provided pilots with superior situational awareness and stability at high speeds. The aircraft's design also included features such as a forward-swept wing and canards, which contributed to its agility. Despite its impressive capabilities, the YF-23 faced some challenges. One of the critical factors that influenced its lack of adoption was its relatively higher cost and complexity. The YF-22, with its more traditional design and proven technology, was seen as a more practical choice for the Air Force. The YF-22's thrust vectoring and advanced avionics provided it with greater agility, which was deemed crucial for the intended role of the aircraft. Moreover, the YF-23's advanced stealth features and design were praised, but the complexity of its systems and the high costs associated with its development were significant concerns. The decision-makers at the Air Force also took into account the overall risk and long-term operational costs, which played a role in their decision to favor the YF-22. As the competition progressed, both aircraft underwent extensive testing to assess their performance under various scenarios. The results showed that while the YF-23 excelled in stealth and speed, the YF-22's versatility and lower operational costs made it a more attractive option. So, what did these tests reveal about the YF-23? How did it perform under the pressure of real-world scenarios? This was where the aircraft's capabilities were rigorously assessed to determine how well they aligned with the demanding requirements of the Advanced Tactical Fighter program. Both the YF-23 and its competitor, the YF-22, were nearly evenly matched in terms of core specifications. Both prototypes had similar engine performance with around 35,000 pounds of thrust each and the ability to achieve Mach 2.2 top speeds. They also had comparable combat operating ranges, though there were notable differences. The YF-23 was a lighter aircraft with a maximum range of up to 4,800 kilometers, surpassing the F-22's range of 3,200 kilometers. Its airframe design featured a radar cross-section that was almost invisible, akin to the stealth capabilities of the B-2 bomber. This superior stealth was one of the YF-23's standout features, potentially offering unique advantages in stealth operations. In terms of speed, the YF-23 demonstrated impressive performance. It was capable of supercruise up to Mach 1.6, allowing for high-speed flight without the need for afterburners. This capability would have been beneficial for beyond visual range (BVR) engagements, enabling longer periods of supersonic flight while maintaining stealth. With afterburners engaged, the YF-23 could achieve a top speed of Mach 2.6, slightly faster than the F-22's Mach 2.2. Though the exact top speeds of both aircraft remain somewhat speculative, the YF-23 faced significant challenges during its testing phase. On October 30, 1990, test pilot Bill Lowe experienced a dangerous situation when the outer layer of the windscreen on the YF-23, known as Gray Ghost, shattered at Mach 1.5. Fortunately, the polycarbonate layer remained intact, allowing the aircraft to return safely. This issue was not isolated, as a similar problem occurred with the YF-23 prototype Spider. These windscreen failures were serious, as any breach in the specially designed windscreens could increase the radar cross-section, compromising the aircraft's stealth capabilities. The YF-23 also encountered mechanical issues during P-2's second flight. One of the GE engines failed to accelerate properly, necessitating a single-engine landing. In another incident during Flight 3, a plugged fuel line caused the fuel tanks to overpressurize, creating a potentially dangerous situation. Thankfully, this issue was detected in time, and the aircraft landed safely. These technical problems were addressed with maintenance efforts, but they underscored the challenges faced by the Northrop team. Despite these setbacks, the YF-23's performance in certain areas remained impressive. Test pilot Paul Metz, who flew both the YF-23 and the F-22, found the YF-23 particularly capable in high angle of attack situations, operating at trimmed angles of attack up to 60 degrees. Metz noted that the YF-23 could potentially outperform the F-22 in certain high AOA scenarios. However, the F-22's thrust vectoring provided it with an edge in agility, which was crucial for air combat. The testing process included a rare joint flight of the YF-23 and YF-22 on November 29, 1990, piloted by Metz and Sandberg over the Mojave Desert. This event marked the only time the two aircraft flew together. The following day, the YF-23's first prototype, Gray Ghost, was retired, and focus shifted to the second prototype, Spider. With the program's funding running low, efforts were concentrated on testing Spider's supercruise capabilities, though the results were never publicly disclosed. On December 18, 1990, a final joint flight was conducted for a photo shoot with Lockheed's YF-22 prototype. This brief 15-minute event marked the last time the two aircraft were seen together in flight. Later that day, test pilot Ron Johnson flew the YF-23 on its final mission, a 2-hour test flight. After this, both YF-23 prototypes were grounded, and the program began winding down. Despite the YF-23's advanced features and impressive performance, it did not make the cut. So, what final decision factors influenced the final decision? As the testing and evaluation phase ended, the decision on which aircraft would be selected for the Air Force's Advanced Tactical Fighter program came into sharp focus. The final decision favored the F-22 Raptor, which was selected as the next-generation air superiority fighter for several key reasons. The YF-23's innovative design and advanced features were countered by several factors that influenced the final decision. The aircraft's technical problems during testing, including the windscreen issues and engine malfunctions, raised concerns about its reliability. These issues highlighted the risks associated with the YF-23's more radical design compared to the F-22, which employed proven technologies and a more conventional approach. The YF-23 also lacked a demonstration-ready weapons bay, which, while not a requirement for the competition, may have contributed to concerns about its operational capabilities and stealth. The omission of this feature might have suggested potential challenges in integrating weapons while maintaining stealth, which was crucial for the role the aircraft was intended to fulfill. As funding for the program ran out, attention shifted to the F-22. The F-22's blend of agility, dependability, and cost-effectiveness made it a more viable option for the Air Force. Its design was built on established technologies that had previously been successfully integrated into other aircraft, lessening the risk involved with implementing a new and untested design. On April 23, 1991, the YF-23 program officially came to an end, and the Air Force contracted Lockheed to produce the F-22 Raptor. The F-22's success in the competition was attributed to its proven performance, lower risk, and cost-effectiveness. The YF-23 prototypes were retired and eventually placed in museums, becoming symbols of what might have been. Despite not being selected, the YF-23 remains a legendary aircraft among aviation enthusiasts. Its unique design and cutting-edge technology continue to captivate imaginations. Test pilot Paul Metz, who flew both the YF-23 and the F-22, considered the YF-23 a formidable aircraft with outstanding potential. While it may not have been as polished as the F-22, its performance and innovative features have ensured its place in aviation history, leaving an impact on the aviation industry. Let's take a look at, for starters, the influence the YF-23 has on the aviation industry. Its cutting-edge design and stealth technology have not faded into obscurity. Its near-invisible radar cross-section and advanced aerodynamic features provided valuable lessons for future fighter aircraft. The stealth capabilities, including its radar-absorbing materials and distinctive forward-swept wing design, influenced subsequent aircraft development, contributing to the evolution of stealth technology. While it didn't enter service, the YF-23 has also become a legendary aircraft among enthusiasts and historians. Its sleek design and the mystery surrounding its advanced capabilities have made it a symbol of what might have been. Discussions comparing the YF-23 and the F-22 continue to spark debate, highlighting its enduring legacy in aviation circles. Both prototypes, Grey Ghost and Spider, are now preserved in museums. These aircraft serve as historical artifacts that offer a glimpse into a pivotal era of fighter development. They serve as a testament to the ambitious spirit of the YF-23 program and its role in the evolution of stealth technology. The YF-23 story also serves as a reminder of the constant quest for technological advancement and the complexities of military decision-making. Despite its advanced features and potential, the F-22's proven reliability and more conventional approach ultimately prevailed. The YF-23 remains an iconic example of innovation in aviation, reflecting the excitement and challenges of pushing the boundaries of technology. In the end, the YF-23 Black Widow II remains one of the greatest whiffs in aviation history. Its sleek, stealthy design and groundbreaking technology left a lasting impression, even if it never took to the skies as America's next top fighter. When we consider the YF-23's place in history, it becomes evident that its story is not just about what may have been, but also about how it affected the future of aviation. Its advancements and unique design have left an indelible mark, sparking continued interest and discussion among enthusiasts and experts alike. What are your thoughts on the YF-23's impact and its place in aviation history?